Hi, so this is the lovely Kristy. Oh, I don't know how to say it. Giragosian?
Yes, that's
Okay,
perfect.
okay. From Virgin Voyages, who is a fantastic representative for the cruise line. And sadly, no cruises have really happened since March. And Virgin Voyages was supposed to begin in March, and I was going to be on one of the first.
Yes.
But as it turns out, I still might be on one of the first in
Mhm.
December. um, so, Kristy, can you just tell a little about Virgin Voyages for those who don't know?
Of course. So Virgin Voyages is Richard Branson's new cruising concept. So as Jonathan said, unfortunately, we were supposed to launch back in April, but with the worldwide pandemic going on, we've pushed our launch. So we have yet to set sail. So our ship is eagerly awaiting to welcome everyone on board. But Richard Branson's concept of cruising is this new adult by design, so adult only type of cruise. And it's really for those looking for the less stuffy version of cruising. So, getting rid of that forced formal wear in main dining rooms and banquet halls. It's where sophistication meets a lot of fun. So it's definitely a unique concept coming in and definitely shaking up the cruise industry for us, which is neat. It's addressing a need in the market that's not well served at the current moment. So we're excited to get out there.
Yeah, right. Um, so, what about some of the other things that make it different from a typical
Yeah,
cruise?
absolutely. So for us, even starting with our entertainment, instead of coming on board and seeing shows you may have seen on land, we actually created content exclusive for our ship. So we hired producers that created shows that you'll only find on board Virgin Voyages. So instead of kind of your typical Broadway show, it's more so things you would find on the back streets of New York. So it's really immersive. It's entertainment that ignites a spark in you and makes you feel like you're kind of part of it. And then, of course, we'll have some pop-up things that happen throughout the ship that if you're in the right place at the right time, it will be a really special experience for you. And then,
Yeah.
of course, I'd say one of the biggest things is that we've avoided that nickel and diming that happens
Hmm.
in the cruise industry. So we're a more inclusive brand. So right off the bat in your voyage fare, a lot more is included. So no more pesky Wi-Fi packages or specialty dining packages. All of your eateries and Wi-Fi are included. So it's definitely something that's refreshing knowing you can sail and not have all these little fees at the end of the trip.
Yeah. Um, so, the specialty dining, Wi Fi, let's see. How about for me anyway? The whole wellness aspect is interesting.
Yes, so that is also something included. So all of our instructor-led group fitness classes are included in your voyage fare. For us, we felt that our sailors want to come and overindulge, but they also want to stay in their routine. So they may wake up and take a morning spin class and then go have a nice brunch. So for us, we wanted to have that really wellness aspect built in. We also know that we may have parents that are leaving their kids behind and are using this as a voyage to kind of rejuvenate and be refreshed to go back home. So our spa has incredible services, lots of fitness, no matter what you're looking for. We've got from kickboxing rings to your treadmills and ellipticals. So lots of different things there, but it is really important for us that you've got that balance. So we like to say detox and retox. So
Yeah.
whether it's a late night maybe at the Manor, which is our nightclub, and then an early morning spin class, we want to give them that option.
Right. Yes. Um, also, okay, so we have the Scarlet Lady, who
Mhm.
is she's is she on her way to Miami now or still
So
in?
Scarlett, she's still in Genoa. So she's
Okay.
at the shipyard in Genoa, eagerly awaiting her return back to Miami.
Yeah.
So until we get the final green light, she'll stay there. But it's been nice because we've been able to do a lot of updates to her, even though she hasn't sailed
Oh,
yet. But
yeah.
in this new world that we're living in, we had some things we wanted to make changes to. So
Yeah.
it's been
Can
good.
you talk about those and how it's going to make people feel safe to
Of
travel?
course.
Yeah.
So obviously our new normal is going to be very different for a while. So I think for all of us, our main concern is making sure that not only our crew, but our sailors feel secure and they feel safe on board our ship. Our advantage here is our ship has never sailed before, so it's in pristine condition, just waiting to welcome people. But we also want to make sure we can keep it that way. So part of the things that we've done for us, we've partnered with a lot of big names in the health industry to make sure that our standards are exceeding expectations. One of them being our installment of Atmos Air solutions. So for us, that is a literal breath of fresh air. It's a filtration system on board that kills 99.9% of all viruses in the air. And as an industry standard for us, we're actually the first ship that will treat 100% of its air on board. So that's something we're really proud of. And with the new builds of our ship, our technology is really advanced. So kind of moving into this new world, it was a little easier for us because we built in a lot of these things already before ever knowing what COVID was. So with that, and then of course, 86% of our inventory has a sea terrace, which is a balcony. So I know now more than ever, I think people want that fresh ocean breeze coming through their cabin. So that's a good perk as well. And then just to talk about kind of some other things we were already doing, we've never had buffets on board our ships.
Right.
So all of our eateries are included. So that great dining experience. So everything you order is fresh, it's made to order, and it's only handled by our crew. So you don't have to kind of have that cross-contamination there. Room service is completely contactless. So through your app on board, you can order a full meal, have it delivered to your cabin, and no one has to come in your cabin. No one has to talk to you. They can just simply leave it there for you. So it's a great way to kind of have another option there. And for, you know, just contactless experiences in general, we already use technology to our advantage. So even things as simple as waiting in a guest service queue, for us, we've made that all virtual. So you can you can chat sailor services on board, and just, if you've got maybe a billing issue or anything like that, instead of having to go stand in that line and again have unneeded contact, you can just send a chat and it's a live person on board that will help you through that, or you can call us. So there's no need to physically stand in those lines anymore.
That is brilliant.
Yes,
That's something I didn't know.
Yes, even with restaurants, if there's ever a wait, it's all virtual. So you're on board our ship, we promise you will never be standing in line for anything. So it's a really easy, seamless way to do it, which I think will give people peace of mind.
Yeah. And I love that the cruise line was already doing these things before COVID, some of these things anyway.
Yes.
So I think
it definitely helps. And then going into that nitty gritty, of course, we've already said we want to have really rapid testing. So everyone will be tested before boarding. We'll also make sure that while we're sailing, we've got thermal checks on board and things of that nature. So we can always make sure that we're doing our part there. We want to, again, make testing really easy to ensure that we're not bringing anything on. And then even every single piece of luggage or anything you bring on the ship will go through a fogging process with UV lighting. So it will disinfect all luggage and carry-ons that you have. So really just taking that extra step to make sure everyone's feeling good. Yeah.
So maybe one thing, we haven't mentioned Valiant Lady. So just a minute about her.
Yes. So Valiant Lady is Scarlet Lady's sister ship. She is also, well, we are supposed to take ownership of her in May of next year, so super soon. So she is done her float out, and now it's just doing all the design on the inside, so getting all the furniture and everything ready. So she will actually spend her summers in the Mediterranean, sailing out of Barcelona. And we just announced that for her winters, she'll come to Miami and she'll do 6 and 8 night sailings out of Port of Miami. And then with that, you have the opportunity to hop on her transatlantic crossing from Barcelona to Miami, or Miami back to Barcelona. So yes, and she's identical to Scarlet Lady. So she'll have the same protocols and safety and different installments as well.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm going to post this on YouTube, and I'll see if I can link to the video of the Bimini Beach Club, which I'm so excited about.
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's like this big reveal because there aren't even photos of it bouncing around. So I just can't wait to see it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that'll do it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yes, of course.